It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Steelers and the Ravens, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay, we're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. And just like that, the season has reached October. Joined by Brock Hewitt up here in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, I don't know about you, but I always feel like the smells start to change in October. It just really starts to smell like fall, smell like football, second month of the regular season. And these next few games take on a greater importance moving forward.
Gosh, I wish I had a sense of smell. Mine is so bad, but I love what you're cooking right there. And I love this stretch of games because it makes a lot of teams contenders and a bunch of the other sellers as the trade deadline arrives here at the end of the month. You're going a hot streak heading into Halloween, and things will be looking great. But flounder this month, and you may end up seeing some of your buddies shipped off and playing elsewhere.
Two teams sitting above 500 in the early season, but only one will stay that way as we're off in week 4. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here he's got to play some clean ball.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They bring a tight end in motion right. Lamar now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. This is ahead for about 5. That stop made by TJ Watt. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Jackson throwing here. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. Looking for the back that time. So 2nd down coming up. Jackson yet again. He's got Andrews. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. Extra man in the secondary for the Steelers. 3rd down coming up. Lamar throwing again. Oh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And bringing them out an electrifying runner and a former first-round pick back in 2021, Justin Fields.
2 numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And of course, well, he cares less about those 2 numbers. He's more about the out.
Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That is not a good omen at all. You spend so much time, Kate, on the first 15 plays, and that first play, you've rehearsed it in your head over and over as a quarterback, as an offensive line. You never, ever want to go backwards, have such a negative play, but now you got to flush it and quickly move on.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Fields throwing here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Sam Martin on now to punt it away on 4th. And his first effort, a tough one. It's going to come from the back of his own end zone. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Ravens will go on offense. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their 2nd possession. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Back to the well again. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. And the Steelers go in nickel. 3rd down. Back-to-back carries here. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their 2nd drive of the game. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Fields. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 29. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
This one goes for 3 yards. And that's a Steelers' 1st down. Play action, Fields. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Fields. Into the hands of Pat Freiermuth. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. I'm trying to run it with Harris. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. A pistol snap. Fields. He sends this one to the end zone. And he's there to send that one away. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And they're up against it. 4th down coming up. Sam Martin on again now to punt it away. Got 49 on his first punt. This one looks even longer. And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out. And indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. We see the Ravens making their way out now. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close.
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 13-yard line.
Trying again, following the sack. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first 2 plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely 3rd down pickup.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he gets this one up to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but they still need a bunch here on 4th down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Steelers have a short field in front of them as they take over. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Running behind center with Harris. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to the bank in just a moment. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They start out with a 3rd and 6. Fields out of the gun. He has the first over the middle. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. It's a gain of 22. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Oh, hurry up.
A give left side. Here's Harris. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get the game's first points here in the 2nd. Najee Harris, the touchdown. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front, receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Now Podlesny on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. This return makes it up to the 25. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Play fake, Jackson. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They go play fake with Jackson. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. And now it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And again, it's Jackson. Dump off caught by his back. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. That stop made by T.J. Watt. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Jackson's gonna throw again. This ball's cut by Palmer. They get 35 out of that one. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt, or an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Now Jackson off the play action. Cut near the goal line. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens tie this game 7-7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Now it's Fields. Caught by Freiermuth. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's a Steelers' 1st down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Adisa Isaac stops him there. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go, Scott. Get out.
From the 43. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Fields on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Sam Martin on the punt. And they could really use a good one here. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. So no return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Lamar out of the pistol. Throw left side, complete. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Met and stopped by Alex Highsmith. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
Putting a receiver in motion. Lamar off the play fake. Hauled in left side. Nowhere really for him to go. He steps out, and they're going to lose some yardage. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Aaron Sipos getting set to punt it once more. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Steelers will take over possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Fields. He's gonna push one deep down the right. And that's gonna be knocked away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You gotta read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you gotta react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
This is Harris on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Throwing from the gun. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Ravens will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
First down, here's Lamar. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
At the Steelers' 38-yard line.
They'll run here from the gun. And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line. A good pickup of 8 yards, but still more than that. 9 to go now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Lamar now from the gun. Gets this one to Andrews. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. Motioning one of the tight ends. First down throw for Jackson. Completed over the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Play action now with Jackson. Intercepted in the end zone.
Red zone defense, it is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's got Shaheed. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Pass taken in by Freiermuth. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Prior to 1st down, they decide to call a timeout. Shotgun snap to Fields. Oh, he put some heat. Brought in inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get some late points and the lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Podlesny tacks on the extra point. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Podlesny on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Oh, hang on there. Hang on a moment. Looks like we've got an injured player on the kick return. They're going to check on him now. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Play fake, Jackson. Cut out left. And this one does not go far. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And he's brought down for a loss. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Aaron Siposs on the punt. Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. No return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10. That's complete to Wilson. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Play action, Fields. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.